What is going on, everybody? It's Coldset, bringing you my best gameplay from Black Ops 2 so far with a 185-1, as the title says, of course, you already knew, on the map Turbine with the Scar H and the Gold Scar H. So like I said before, I told you guys I was going to start getting those gold guns, start bringing some gold gun gameplay. So here it is. Hopefully you guys enjoy this game. You'll see, oh my god, I failed so hard. This easily could have been 200. I mean, I can't complain though. It's still a great score, my best score, so I can't complain too much. It's just, I think I made a lot of mistakes in this game. And looking back, since I've watched this gameplay back again before I did this commentary, and I just cannot believe some of the mistakes I made. It just sucks that going back and seeing, you know, what you did wrong after the fact, and kind of picking out where you could have done something better. For example, if I would have sprinted there instead of just aiming down the sight, I would have got that tag, and just little stuff like that, you know. That's what you got to do if you want to get better. You got to pick apart your gameplay, go back and see what you did wrong, as well as watch others play who you think are better and pick apart what they're doing right and compared to what you're doing. And that doesn't mean you have to completely mimic their playstyle or whatever. You just have to incorporate some of those strategies into your own playstyle. So that's what I like to do personally to get better, you know, because I know I'm not the best. It's pretty tough to say who is the best in Call of Duty anyways. I mean, it's kind of a weird thing. Like, there's not a very high skill ceiling, I want to say, because you can only be so good, it seems like. Most people would agree that Scump is the best player. So I guess we could claim that he is the best, but I would say that he's only the best in a competitive environment. So that's just my opinion, you know. And you'll see I'll have my whole class set up on screen pretty soon. I'm going to start doing that more often, so I don't have to physically say like every single thing I have in my class, because I know every time I post a video somebody has a question about the class setup, and I don't want to occupy a huge amount of time just talking about the class setup. So you'll see here it is on screen. All the obvious stuff. Basically, the only thing you can switch out, that I would potentially switch out, is the Cap 40 secondary for a tactical grenade. But usually the secondary weapon will come in handy. But in this game, I didn't use it too much, if I even used it at all. And I guess that was just a one-time thing. You'll see, like, sometimes, I don't know what was going on. Sometimes my aim was just off and stuff like that, which is going to happen sometimes. I got this gameplay really, really late, and I'm sure I was pretty tired, and I was not expecting this at all. I mean, it was just totally random. I was in this same lobby, I think, for quite a few hours, not getting really anything, and then all of a sudden this happened. So it was pretty good. I could not believe it. I was in shock after this, and hopefully you guys enjoy this. To talk about Turbine a little bit, you pretty much want to stay on the outskirts of the map, which is kind of an obvious thing. But not necessarily for every map would I argue that same play style. But for this, there's just so many different angles that can come from at any given time. And this right here is where I made my biggest mistake. Okay, because you'll see I have a Lodestar already. I have Lodestar and dogs already. I could not call in my dogs because I already had dogs out. That's how fast I got it. See, now I just got my swarm. And right there, I got sniped, I'm pretty sure. And I couldn't do anything about that. Right here is where I made the mistake, okay? I called in my swarm and dogs instead of calling in my dogs and Lodestar. And what you really want to do, if you're running these high kill streaks, make sure you call in your Lodestar before you call in your swarm. Because a lot of the times you're going to end up overlapping your Lodestar, which I do end up doing in this game, unfortunately. And that potentially could have... that potentially ruined the 200 plus, which really does suck, and there's nobody to blame but myself, you know. It does kind of suck that's how it goes in this game, you know, that you can just overlap kill streaks. I mean, especially with a highest streak like that kind of sucks, but it is my own fault. And the thing is, when you have these dogs and swarm out, and it's kill confirmed, you want to be going and picking up those tags, because the tags, as you guys know, counts as twice as much as a kill. And it's really important that you go and grab those tags before your teammates do. So basically, you just want to let your dogs and swarm get all the kills while you go around picking up tags for your next streak. And you guys will see how close I am right here to my next Lodestar if you paid attention before. And that's I don't know what I was thinking. I really don't at this point. It was a huge mistake, and definitely wish I would have done things differently now. But it's all said and done. Nothing I can do about it now. Still pretty satisfied with the score, as I'm sure everybody should be. I mean, I can't complain too much, like I said before. But like I said before, that's just one thing you want to keep in mind. I'm sorry I waited kind of late today to upload this gameplay. In fact, I was going to upload it yesterday, but yesterday I was with family all day, you know, since it was Christmas, and then today I was working on my car for the majority of the time because it took a whole lot longer than I expected. A bunch of little things were just going wrong, so it took a lot longer. But I think I'm getting this up at a pretty decent hour, so I'm sure plenty of people will still see it initially, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. For the people that actually followed me on Twitter and saw this gameplay, I know you guys really wanted to see it before, ever since I posted that picture on there. But at least I finally got it up and everything. And God, I'm really loving this color correction that I have. I just recently started putting color correction, as dumb as that is. I didn't realize how big of a change it makes, but with the gold camos and everything, it makes it a whole lot better. And I kind of wish like that the actual game had this type of color. Like, I don't get why they don't boost the saturation and stuff like that in the actual game and not make it look so bland and just ugly. Because, I mean, you still get pretty much the same effect in terms of the environment. It's just the colors just jump out at you more. So I don't really understand why they don't do that. But what can you say? We're not the developers. They are, for whatever reason. They're going to do what they're going to do. So another thing I want to talk about is the SCAR. And you guys will notice that I was using, silencer and stock. And what I've come to find out as I've used the SCAR more, and look how lucky I got there. Oh my god, that was extremely lucky. Luckily that guy stuck with the sniper, otherwise who knows what the score would have been. Definitely not as good before. And actually, before I talk about the SCAR, another huge thing that helped me in this gameplay was the fact that my teammates were not even collecting tags. They were playing pretty scared. You guys will see I'm pretty much alone for the majority of the time. Like, I'm going in there by myself, and my teammates are just there watching. And that really helped out because that allowed the game to go the full 10 minutes. And what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, the SCAR, definitely I would say extended mags of silencer is a lot more effective than stock. And look at how beast the Swarm just went there. Oh my god. Turbine, you definitely want to use these high streaks because they just go off. It's amazing. Somebody's going to get a 200 plus on this map, easy. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Check out the last two videos on screen that are about to show if you liked it. Alright, see you. Bye.